Lee Sports is a specialty sports store located in downtown Nashville, and they have been serving the area since 1984. At Lee Sports, you can find the hottest shoe brands from names like Under Armour, Reebok, New Balance, Brooks, and more. Lee Sports also does screen printing and embroidery. And they offer spirit wear for Nashville, Oakville, Pinckneyville, and SIU Carbondale. They also have lots of apparel for both the Cardinal and the Cub fans at Lee Sports in downtown Nashville.
MRM Farms is a fourth-generation cattle farm that grows corn, soybeans, wheat, and hay. A portion of their crop is used to produce premium beef for the consumer. The cattle at MRM are fed with great pride and precision each day, using superior grain and forages, creating the most tender, juicy prime cuts of meat that you'll find anywhere. You can purchase MRM custom beef shares by the eighth, quarter, half, or whole. Learn more on their website at mrmbeef.com. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Rend Lake College for the championship game of the boys Class M Junior High State Tournament presented by the Southern Illinois Junior High School Athletic Association. I'm Randy Olson courtside, along with Ron Stannett. This is the game for all the marbles tonight. We got a good one, don't we?
This is it, the Class M championship. This is a repeat of last year's Class M championship game.
It is. It's amazing, isn't it?
That game was won by Nashville, I think 53-35 is what I think it was.
Right, something like that.
And
of course,
Nashville going for a three-peat.
They are going for a three-peat. They have won this tournament 2 years in a row. They're going for a third state tournament here in Class M. And their opponents tonight, the Joseph Arthur Tigers of O'Fallon. You see JAMS on our scoreboard. That stands for Joseph Arthur Middle School. The Tigers have never won the tournament, but again, they were in the championship last year, and they would like to take care of business tonight. So it should be a great matchup. Both teams have pretty salty records too, don't they, Ron?
Yeah, Nashville coming in at 26-2. Their only two losses are to, ironically, not a Class M team, but a Class L team in Casey Junior High out of Mount Vernon, and a Class S team of Central City, who will be playing for their own championship in Class S here tomorrow afternoon.
They will. They'll play that game at 4 o'clock.
Right.
Meanwhile, the Tigers of Joseph Arthur come in with a record of 27-2 on the season. Their only two losses were to Belleville West and to O'Fallon Cariol. Cariol is no longer in the association, but Belleville West is, and they will be playing in the Class L tournament down here, which begins tomorrow morning.
Right. These two teams, Randy, very similar in enrollment. Nashville comes in here with an enrollment of 539, and St. Joseph Arthur Middle School out of O'Fallon has an enrollment of 560.
You might be wondering how both teams got here at the state tournament in the championship game. Well, first of all, St. Joseph Arthur Tigers of O'Fallon, they beat Woodlawn in their first round game, a quarterfinal matchup, 67-53. And then they beat Aveston by a score of 64-46 in the semifinals. So when you're scoring in the 60s, that means you're getting up and down the floor. Yes,
it does. Because, these teams only play 7-minute quarters. You got to keep that in mind.
Right.
And then down here, they're playing on a floor this don't sound like much, but the floor is 10 foot longer. It takes longer to cover from end to end.
Right, it does.
Yeah.
So, if you're scoring in the 60s, you are definitely getting up and down the court.
Yeah.
The Nashville Junior Hornets, on the other hand, they got here by beating Chester in their quarterfinal game, 36-21. And then in the semifinals, they took care of Gallatin County, 37-27. So you see Nashville playing their games in the 30s. So they're like to control the tempo, control the pace, a little bit more deliberate. And I'm sure they'll want to probably try to do that as much as they can tonight and not try to get into a running track meet with the Tigers of Joseph Arthur.
Right. Randy, you want to mention real quick, because I don't think I wrote it down. Did you write down the final score where we just finished that third place game?
I did.
Won by Aveston.
Aveston won the third place trophy by beating Gallatin County by a score of 42-32. So congratulations to Aveston Eagles as they defeat Gallatin County for the third place trophy. an interesting statistic about Nashville. We mentioned that they're going for a three-peat tonight, their third championship in a row.
Right.
If you go look at the past 4 years, Ron, tell them what that record is over the last 4 years. It's unbelievable, really.
Well, we got to talk to Coach Alex Timmerman during the third place game, and the
athletic director,
and the athletic director,
right.
Which his name is what now? The athletic director.
Well, you put me on the spot.
We'll come up with that for you, but man,
I know, but I don't know.
To answer your question, 91 wins and 6 losses.
Right.
And even more ironic in that 91-6 stretch was a 57-game winning streak.
Yeah, at one point they were 57-0.
Yeah.
57-0. So, winning is contagious in Nashville, and not just in basketball. I mean, Nashville's good at everything, not just at the junior high level, but at the high school level. They're good at everything. Winning is an expectation in the community of Nashville. I think it's plain and simple. I don't think anybody can argue that in Southern Illinois.
Right.
When you've got Nashville on your schedule, you know you're going to get their best.
And they start out young, and those young kids, they look up to those kids in high school, and that's what they want to be someday, is out there playing themselves.
Exactly. Everybody wants to be a Hornet or a Hornet. Yep. And that's just the way it is. And it doesn't matter whether we're talking about basketball, football, golf.
Football, you said football.
Volleyball. I mean, they're good at everything. It doesn't matter. So, a tip of the hat to Nashville athletic programs, both at the junior high and the high school level. But, they've had some great coaches and athletic directors down through the years, and they've had a lot of stability. And I think that's what it takes.
Yeah.
This Joseph Arthur team has really beefed up their schedule this year, Ron. In the course of getting a 27-2 record, one of their wins this year was against the Casey Junior Rams of Mount Vernon, a Class L school.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, whereas Casey Junior Rams beat Nashville this year. Yeah. So that's another common opponent they have, besides Woodlawn was another common opponent that they have.
Right. And that reminds me of another thing the athletic director for Nashville Middle School said, he when he gets a chance to schedule non-conference games, he is actively seeking and looking for an opponent that might be a Class L school,
right,
or one of the better Class M schools in the region. That's the type of games that they want to play. That's what he said.
Because they feel like it's going to make them better,
right?
And that's what they want. Exactly.
Hey, then they reap the benefits at postseason time.
You're exactly right, and here they are playing for the state championship in Class M for the third year in a row. I want to say special thanks to Lee Sports, MRM Beef, and the Flooring Company, all community-minded businesses in Nashville, helping to pave the way for you and I to be here tonight. So we appreciate their underwriting support, and we'll take a short break and be right back.
The Flooring Company in Nashville can give any room in your home a totally new look. They specialize in many different floor coverings, including carpet, wood, ceramic, luxury vinyl planks, and hardwoods. You can reach them by phone at 327-8801 in Nashville. The Flooring Company is a big supporter of the Nashville Junior Hornets.
All right, I can warn you right now, it's going to get loud in here tonight, folks. So be prepared to control your volume there on your TV or your mobile device or however you're watching us tonight. 2 different ways that you can watch, of course, here on the website, AreaSports.net, and also on our YouTube page, AreaSports.net. So whatever's best for you, we're glad to have you with us tonight. Going to meet, first of all, the Tigers of Joseph Arthur High School. Number 0 is Logan Chalmers. He's an 8th grader. Number 2 is Stacy Sorrell. He is also an 8th grader. Number 20 is Josiah Arnold. He's an 8th grader. Also starting for the Tigers, number 21 is Braden Norris. He is an 8th grader. And also starting for Joseph Arthur, number 10 is Almeric Parker, but they call him Moo Moo. That's Moo Moo Parker. And he's just a 6th grader. Just a 6th grader. So there you go. That's the starting lineup. How you doing, Brad? Brad Meyer just stopped by the booth, the legendary sports voice of Nashville sports through the years. He's in the house tonight. We also had Brad Weathers stop by earlier and chat with us, a legendary coach and administrator there at Nashville. So good to see those guys in the house supporting the Hornets tonight. And now let's meet the Nashville Hornets. The Junior Hornets coming in with a record of 26-2. Again, their only losses were to Central City and to the KC Junior Rams of Mount Vernon. And they will start Tyson Bierman. He's a 7th grader. Also starting for the Junior Hornets, number 3 is Brenton Boltman, an 8th grader. Number 11 is Grady Verrill. Verrill is an 8th grader. We understand that he's a heck of an athlete in track. Came very close to breaking one of the school records this past year. Bradley Kazuzak is a 7th grader, wears number 30. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Nashville Junior Hornets is Cole Stigman. He is also an 8th grader. So they'll go with Bierman, Boltman, Verrill, Kazuzak, and Stigman. And so they're going to start, let's see, they'll start 3 8th graders. And is that right? 3 8th graders, 2 7th graders? All right.
Yeah, Randy.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
We also found out tonight that the Kazuzak kid, number 30, his father is the football coach there at Nashville.
And they have really turned that football program around in Nashville. But like I said, winning is contagious. They're good at everything they do in Nashville.
And Jason Finke is the athletic director at Nashville.
That's right. Thanks for reminding me, Jason Finke.
Finke.
And he does a heck of a job with their Twitter feed. They have the best Twitter feed of any junior high athletic program in Southern Illinois, bar none. Jason does a phenomenal job. The ball was tipped out of bounds by Fallon. We may just call them Jams for short. That's, again, Joseph Arthur Middle School. So it'll be Nashville basketball to start things as Tyson Bierman brings it to the front court against Moo Parker. Those two guys are about the same height. A 7th grader against a 6th grader. That'll be a fun one here tonight. Here it comes to Stigman. Stigman will go to Kazuzak. Now to Bierman. Well, Fallon's trying to match up pretty much man-to-man with him here. There's a drive down the lane by Kazuzak, and it rolls off. And we'll have a foul called. I think it's going to be Kazuzak.
Yep.
A little too aggressive on the offensive rebound attempt there. That's the first foul of the game. It'll be Jams basketball.
Yeah, I think there was some frustration there on Kazuzak's part missing that shot. He really went after that rebound. He wanted that stick back.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did. All right, so Jams has it in the front court. Here's Parker with a long shot. Moo hits it. Moo for 3.
That was a rainbow.
Yeah, it was a rainbow. Nashville in the front court. They break the press to Grady Verrill, and it's stolen away. Picked off by Sorrell.
That's a good foul.
And that is a good foul.
That's a good foul.
Because Sorrell definitely had the layup there.
Yeah, good foul right there in midcourt because that was going to be a layup.
Again, these two teams played in the state championship game last year here in Class M, and Nashville won it by 15. So it's the same team, same schools, but obviously some different players. There are a few holdover players. Kazuzak played a lot last year for Nashville in that game, and Boltman did as well. And there's a traveling violation. And that was the thing I noticed the other night in the semifinal game against Aveston. We only stayed for about the first half of it, but Jams had a little trouble sometimes with some turnovers against Aveston, which kept them in the ball game for a while. Here's Boltman with it. He'll work it to the right side to Stigman.
There's a travel.
And there's a travel violation. So we're trading turnovers here in the early going. Trading turnovers. Again, we apologize for the frogginess that we're still experiencing. We're getting a little bit better each day, but we're definitely not back to 100%, but we'll get there. So bear with us here. Logan Chalmers has the basketball for the Tigers. Looks it over to Sorrell. Here's a drive baseline. Stop and pop by Sorrell, and he got it.
That's a tough shot.
Stacy Sorrell. And it's 5-0 Tigers. Hornets in the front court.
Well, they bring the pressure, don't they?
They do. They do. Here's a drive. Now he picks up the dribble. Out it comes to Kazuzak. Over to Bierman. Now to Boltman. Boltman goes around a screen. He'll stop and pop. Off the dribble, and he got it. Nice looking shot.
Yeah, that's
Nashville
a tough shot
on the
as well.
board. Nashville on the board at the 4:40 mark. Quickly up the court comes Joseph Arthur. Yeah, on some of their warm-ups and spirit wear and stuff that they wear, it says simply Jams. Again, it stands for Joseph Arthur Middle School. Sorrell with it. He passes it, it's stolen away. Hornets with the turnover. They'll get it ahead to Bierman. Bierman will bring it back out to Boltman. There wasn't really anything there. So they'll set up the offense. Now over to Verrill.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to beat the Joseph Arthur team down the floor, that's for sure.
Yeah. And timeout is called by Nashville. Coach Timmerman not real happy with the way they're getting into the offense. So we got timeout on the court. We'll take one as well and be right back in 30 seconds.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Back live at Rend Lake College. Randy Olson along with Ron Standard as Nashville will inbound it here. Now we're set. And inbound comes to Boltman. Boltman picked up by Moo Parker. Goes over to Stigman. Stigman out to Boltman. He'll let it fly. It bounces off the rim. No good. Tigers with a rebound. They crash the boards too, don't they? They get it up quickly to Chalmers. Chalmers slices and dices, and there's a foul on Nashville. Boys high school basketball tonight at the half. Goreville and Cesar-Valier tied at 28-28. That's a bit of a surprise.
That is definitely a surprise.
Goreville, the number one seed in their subsection.
But that's a rivalry game, you know, and that makes a difference.
Game, yeah. Chalmers on the free throw. He misses it. That foul, by the way, was on Boltman, his first. That's 3 team fouls on Nashville already. Second one is good by Chalmers. 6-2, the early lead for the Tigers. Here comes Bierman up the court. Get it up to Verrill. Verrill to Bierman. He'll take it all the way in and score. Nice ball fake there by Bierman.
You know, Randy, earlier in the year we saw Wayne City hang with Waltonville for a half.
Yep.
Because that was a rivalry game.
Sure.
But then
from the corner, shot is no good by Moo Parker. And ball goes out of bounds. It belongs to Nashville. A lot of fans here tonight from Nashville, but I'm not surprised. Are you?
No, I'm not. And Joseph Arthur's well represented here tonight as well.
Yeah, despite the trip from O'Fallon, they do have a good crowd here. Big student section that they brought with them, so definitely pretty impressive. Tyson Bierman with the basketball for Nashville. It's slapped out of bounds by Josiah Arnold.
You know, I mentioned this the other night, Ray, we saw Nashville. This team is fundamentally sound, and that's what allows them to play with these teams when they don't have as much height or quickness or whatever. They're just fundamentally sound.
Well, and we noted on the broadcast the other night how well they do on help defense and how well they rebound.
Yeah, they play defense.
Very, very fundamental is right. Coach Timmerman's done a good job with him this year, in just his second year. Imagine winning the state title in your first year, and then you're back for another one in your second year.
Yeah.
Down low, go to Kazuzak. He can't shoot. Now here's a drive. Now back out to Kazuzak for 3. No.
That's a pretty good resume, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Rebound to Sorrell. Sorrell will throw it ahead to Moo, and he lost it out of bounds.
He looked up.
Moo saw footsteps coming.
Saw footsteps.
Yeah. Can you see footsteps? Well, you can't hear them in here because it's so loud. You can't hear the footsteps, so you have to see them. And on the other end, here's a throw down.
Jump ball.
That's a jump ball called.
Jump ball.
Possession arrow will give it to Jams. Well, we had two wild and crazy semifinal games last night in Class S. I think this is very loud in here. Right side, the shot is no good by Parker, and on the rebound, we've got a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Nashville.
I think it's on Stigman.
That's going to be team foul number 4 already here in the first quarter on Nashville.
Yeah, they'll be shooting some free throws there in the first quarter.
2:23 to go here in the opening period.
Another foul. First foul on Stigman.
The inbound comes into Chalmers. Logan Chalmers. He goes down the paint, and he scores. Little teardrop that time for Chalmers.
Floater.
We welcome all of you watching from the O'Fallon area who couldn't make it over here to the game tonight at Lynn Lake. Hope that you're settled in, enjoying the broadcast. Most of these players on Jams will end up going to O'Fallon High School. In the front court, here's Boltman for the Hornets. Boy, posting up inside, they had Varro. He's pulled to the ground. Now he's open again. He gets it. He's got a good look. And here it is. Short. Rebound grabbed out of there by Arnold. Arnold will dish it to the wing. A shot by Mumu Parker for 3.
He got 2 rainbow threes here in the first quarter.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, he is just a 6th grader. That's right, 6th grader. I double-checked before the game.
When he lets that fly, Randy, it takes about 3 seconds to know whether it's going to be good or not.
Nice move in the post that time by Kazuzak, and he scores. And Nashville cuts the lead back to 5.
You're sitting there counting 1001, 1002, waiting for that ball to come back down to see whether it's going in or not.
It is a high archer for sure. Sorrell back in the front court for Jams. That was a heck of a move by Kazuzak on the block. I was impressed with that. Sorrell lets it fly. That won't go. And that's going to be a foul on Jams.
Yep.
As Nashville had the rebound.
Josiah Arnold with the foul.
Boltman snagged the rebound.
They're bringing the full court pressure.
Arnold with the foul. That's his first. That's the first team foul on the Tigers. Grady Verrill will bring it up for Nashville. Now over to Boltman, and we got a whistle, and we got a moving screen.
I think it's on, I don't know, I thought it was a foul on Mumu.
Okay, it is on the Tigers. It's Nashville ball on the baseline.
It's a foul on Mumu Parker.
Yeah, yep. First foul on Mumu, and that's 2 team fouls now on Jams. Boltman will inbound it for the Junior Hornets. He comes inside the paint to Verrill. And Verrill has the ball taken away from him by Chalmers. Chalmers up the court for the Tigers. Knocked out of bounds by the Hornets. Jams will keep it. Joseph Arthur Middle School. Not exactly sure what part of O'Fallon that's located on. But they do have multiple grade schools there. That's stolen on the inbound. Good play by Stigman. Stigman gets it ahead to Bierman. Now Bierman out to Boltman. 22 seconds left in the quarter. Nashville looking for points. They get it to Kazuzak. Kazuzak on the block. Puts it up. In and out and back in again. Wow.
That's Stigman.
Is that Stigman?
Yeah.
That was a nice play. That thing was down and out and back in again.
4 of the 5 starters are in the scoring column for Nashville.
Long shot at the horn won't go by Stacy Sorrell. After 1 quarter play, we've got a good one in this Class M championship game. It's Joseph Arthur Middle School 11, Nashville 8. We'll be back with second quarter action for a moment here live on AreaSports.net.
Lee Sports is a specialty sports store located in downtown Nashville, and they have been serving the area since 1984. At Lee Sports, you can find the hottest shoe brands from names like Under Armour, Reebok, New Balance, Brooks, and more. Lee Sports also does screen printing and embroidery, and they offer spirit wear for Nashville, Oakville, Pinckneyville, and SIU Carbondale. They also have lots of apparel for both the Cardinal and the Cub fans at Lee Sports in downtown Nashville.
Back here at Rend Lake College, Randy Olson along with Ron Stannard. I don't know if we mentioned who the officials are in this game, Ron. Did we tell them at the beginning? I don't think we had time.
No. We got Jeff Tarleton, Brad Wilson, and Craig Partridge.
All right.
I talked to them before the game. I believe they told me they called this game last year.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what Craig told me.
That's kind of ironic.
Yeah.
Boltman will take the inbound as Nashville has the ball first to start the second quarter of play. Comes across to Tyson Bierman. Bierman around a screen. A little pick and roll there to Kazuzak. Can't shoot. Back out to Boltman. He'll let it fly. Yes! Boom. Nothing but net. And we're tied at 11 all. And I got a little crazy with my score there. All right, 11 all. Logan Chalmers in the front court for the Tigers. Chalmers picked up by Bierman out there. Chalmers will drive. He'll dish it on the baseline, and there's a layup by Sorrell. Good dish to Sorrell that time. And Bierman and Boltman will play catch as they bring it up against the pressure defense.
St. Joe likes to press on that inbounds pass, and then they release and come back.
Right. Down the lane, here's a little floater that's in and out, no good by Bierman. Back up again. Yes, Stigman with a big stick back. Yes.
Stigman with a stick back, yes.
And we're tied at 13. So Nashville doing a good job attacking the basket as well. Logan Chalmers with it again for Jams. Over to Sorrell. Across the lane it goes to Arnold. Arnold can't shoot. Dishes it to Moo, and he'll bury another one.
That's 3 threes already, Randy, for Moo Parker.
Well, now you can understand why the 6th grader plays.
Yeah.
He's lethal out there behind the arc. Here comes Bierman. Dishes it back down on the baseline. Nice shot by Grady Verrill. Verrill with a nice little 8-footer there.
All 5 starters have joined the scoring parade for Nashville.
And that's what you want to see, and they all do need to be involved.
Yeah.
Sorrell with it for the Tigers. Back over to Moo Parker.
They're going to have to guard Moo behind that 3-point line.
For sure.
He's got 9 points.
Yeah.
3 threes.
Yeah, they had Verrill on this time. Yep. Verrill was out on him this time, and Verrill is much taller.
Yeah, that's what they need to do.
Than say, having Bierman on him.
That's a smart move by Coach Timmerman.
He's going to have a lot harder time shooting the ball.
He'll have to have even more of a rainbow to it.
Yeah.
Get it over Verrill.
He will. All right. Junior Hornets in the front court. Boltman has it out front. Nashville trying for the three-peat. And that's a three-peat with 2 different coaches, too, if they pull it off.
Yeah, that's called continuity.
Yeah. Well, it's an excellent program over there.
Looking at a 5-second, he got away from him.
Good defense that time by O'Fallon. Here's Boltman again. He's cut off. Now he gets it out. There's a good look by Verrill. And he falls, and we got a whistle on the rebound. Surely they'll count the bucket.
Yeah. They'll get the ball back if that's a foul on St. Joe.
Bucket is good.
I think they're going to get it back.
Nashville with the lead, and they'll have the ball.
A hold on the rebound.
So explain that. Ron, you were an official for 31 years. Explain what we just saw.
Well, even though Nashville's got the ball and the shot goes in, if O'Fallon commits a foul on that rebound, then Nashville gets the ball out of bounds nearest the spot where the foul is committed.
And we must have had a moving screen there, an offensive foul.
But they're going to give it back on a foul of their own.
Right. So we traded a couple of fouls there, and now
that might be 2 fouls on Kazuzak.
It is indeed. Brantley Kazuzak will go to the bench, and coming in to replace him is Dax Redinius, number 44.
Redinius plays a lot of minutes, so he's no stranger to being out there.
Yeah, and he's a big guy out there, and he can battle with him on the boards. So Redinius is a good replacement out there. 4:03 to go here in the first half. Chalmers in the front court with it for Jams. And
there's an illegal pick at the other end.
Offensive foul, moving screen. These officials are really looking for that. And I know you and I have talked about this on broadcast before, but for people who are watching that may not know what you are looking for as an official on a moving pick or screen, give an example.
Well, most times, that player, that defensive player, will keep his feet set, but what he'll do is, as the other player, offensive player, tries to come around him, he will stick out his elbow for, call it a chicken wing, or he'll throw a hip out there or whatever to impede the player's progress.
And anything like that is a foul.
Yeah.
As the shot is up, no good. Redenius fights for it in the corner, and he comes away with it. And the big guy gets it out to Verrill. Nashville with a 1-point lead and the basketball. 3:29 to play here in the first half. Brenton Boltman calling out a play out front. Redenius comes out to get it. Back over to Boltman. To Grady Verrill. Back again to Boltman.
Randy, with 3 officials, it's a lot easier to catch stuff that's away from the ball.
Yeah. And traveling violations called on Boltman. He was trying to make the pass, but took the extra step. Part of that was caused by the defensive foul, and they did a good job there.
You not only have the larger floor, but a lot of these junior high teams are not used to having 3 officials throughout the year.
Well, you're right about that, too.
All the games down here at Rend Lake are 3 officials.
Yes.
So they might have been getting away with that all year long, and down here it's a foul.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Because a lot of these junior high games are officiated with
you got an extra set of eyes out there to catch that away from the ball stuff.
Right. Here's Moo for 3.
Oh, my.
He rattled another one home. Holy cow.
12 points for Moo Parker on 4 3-pointers.
He's got a quick release, too, so you got to get up on him in a hurry.
He just keeps backing it.
Bierman all the way down, coast to coast. Nobody stopped him. Tyson Bierman ties the game with 2:21 left. And timeout is called by Coach Norvell and Coach Parker of the Tigers. Tie them out on the court with 2:21 left here in the first half. We'll be back more from Rend Lake College in a moment.
MRM Farms is a 4th-generation cattle farm that grows corn, soybeans, wheat, and hay. A portion of their crop is used to produce premium beef for the consumer. The cattle at MRM are fed with great pride and precision each day, using superior grain and forages, creating the most tender, juicy prime cuts of meat that you'll find anywhere. You can purchase MRM custom beef shares by the 1/8, quarter, half, or whole. Learn more on their website at mrmbeef.com.
Hey, special thanks to MRM Beef, Lee Sports, and the Flooring Company, all of Nashville, as well as the Nashville Athletic Department at Nashville Middle School for making it possible for Ron and I to be here tonight to bring you the action live from Rend Lake College. We got a good one. All tied with 2:21 to go in the half.
We do, Randy. A championship games, you don't always get what you think maybe are the 2 best teams. But I think these 2 teams have proven that they are the 2 best teams this year in Class M, and here they are in the championship game.
2 different styles of play squared off against each other. And that's when it's lost in the lane, and Stigman comes up with it. And then Stigman is tripped, and that's a foul on the Tigers.
Yeah. From Braden Norris.
That'll be 2 fouls. Is that they give the Norris?
I think they
Arnold?
call it on Braden Norris because Arnold's already got 2 fouls. They're a little bit slow putting that up there.
Okay. Yeah, there you're right.
There you go.
Got up there now. Yep. Yeah, 1 foul on Norris, 2 on Arnold. Here's Brenton Boltman with a basketball for Nashville. As he gets it to Stigman. Now Redenius comes out to get it.
There's that high dribble where the fans go crazy.
Yep. Boltman. They got Redenius posted up if they can get it to him. There's a long 3 that's short by Boltman. And rebound by the Tigers. Sorrell wants to push it. Sorrell out to Chalmers for 3. That won't go. And there's a big rebound grab down there by Cole Stigman.
Now, see, Nashville is outsized in this game, but they're doing a great job rebounding because they're boxing their man out.
Yeah, and a game that you and I broadcast earlier this year at Chagnon Gym was Nashville against Casey Junior Rams of Mount Vernon. And Nashville did not play well that day. Didn't shoot well that day. And quite frankly, they got beat pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I think they learned a lot from that game and learned a lot about how to play this style of basketball and how to defend it and play against it.
Casey is a similar style team when it comes to the quickness and the up and down of the game, the pace of the game.
Yeah, Casey would be very, very similar to this Joseph Arthur team. So that game and that loss has probably helped Nashville in this game.
Right.
I don't think there's any question about it. Sorrell has
and
it.
that's why
That's why you play them.
That's why Jason Finke scheduled those games.
Stacy Sorrell for 3. What is that, the 5th three-pointer of the game for the Tigers?
Yeah, 4 for Moo Moo, and that one by Stacy Sorrell.
5 3-pointers in the first half.
Yeah.
And again, this is a junior high game.
Yeah. Yeah, this is junior high basketball at its best right here.
Tyson Bierman, he'll let it go. In and out, won't go. And that's going to be Nashville balls, and this last touch by O'Fallon. 18.8 seconds left here in the first half.
Ray, I don't think there's any doubt that Moo Moo Parker is the best 6th grader we've seen.
Oh, without a doubt.
Down here in this tournament.
The best 6th grader we've seen all season.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Yeah, I think that's a given.
But he's not just doing this. He's doing this against one of the top teams in the state.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Bierman has it. Nashville trying for the last shot here before the half. A 3 would tie it. And we got a warning.
Warning on Coach Timmerman.
I think he came too far out on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave him a warning about coming too far out on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, and
they got rid of the box, but you can't come out onto the floor.
Well, and to his defense, the reason why he does that, and really all the coaches down here do that, it is so hard to hear in here.
Yeah.
And having coached down here before myself, I know when you're yelling and screaming from the sideline, the kids cannot hear you. They just can't. It is so hard acoustically to hear. And so a lot of times the coaches will step probably too far out on the floor to try to be heard. And I think that's what happened there, but the officials let him know he went too far. So Coach Timmerman will just have to try to reel it in. All right, 10 seconds left. Let's see if they can get a shot off. Bierman against Moo Moo. 3 seconds left. That was slapped away.
Turned it over.
And stolen, and that's the end of the half. Nashville did not get a shot off. So after 1 half of play, we've got a dandy here at Renaway College in the Class M boys championship game. It is Joseph Arthur Middle School of O'Fallon 22, Nashville 19. And we'll come back, talk about this first half, give you the first half stats, and talk about our schedule for tomorrow, too. All coming up here live on AreaSports.net.
The Flooring Company in Nashville can give any room in your home a totally new look. They specialize in many different floor coverings, including carpet, wood, ceramic, luxury vinyl planks, and hardwoods. You can reach them by phone at 327-8801 in Nashville. The Flooring Company is a big supporter of the Nashville Junior Hornets.
I told Beefcake, I said standard.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Tax return time is here, so drop in at Box Drop of Salem and do some shopping. You've worked hard and you've earned it. Update your mattress or your furniture. At Box Drop of Salem, you'll find different styles from retro, modern, sectionals, recliners, sofas, dining tables, and so much more. First come, first serve. See it, try it, take it home the same day. Box Drop is worth the drive to save money with prices marked way down from retail. Find Box Drop on Google and watch for the latest posts on Facebook.
When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, look no further than Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon. At Olson & Reeves, they practice law in a variety of areas, including traffic tickets, personal injury, criminal law, as well as estate planning, wills, and probate. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company also resides inside Olson & Reeves, so you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law,
and Mount Vernon Title Company. For more information, call area code 618-316-7322.
Lee Sports is a specialty sports store located in downtown Nashville, and they have been serving the area since 1984. At Lee Sports, you can find the hottest shoe brands from names like Under Armour, Reebok, New Balance, Brooks, and more. Lee Sports also does screen printing and embroidery, and they offer spirit wear for Nashville, Oakville, Pinckneyville, and SIU Carbondale. They also have lots of apparel for both the Cardinal and the Cub fans at Lee Sports in downtown Nashville.
Welcome back to Ren Lake College for the Class M state championship game. I'm Randy Olson, courtside, along with longtime basketball official Ron Stannard. Well, it was a 3-point game after one quarter, and it's a 3-point game here at the half.
It is, Randy, because the score in that second quarter was 11-11. So, I think that both of these teams knew if they took care of business, they were going to be playing each other in this game tonight.
Yep.
And they played each other in this game last year, and they got probably plenty of film on each other. And you mentioned this earlier, your Stoma Thunder. This is definitely a contrast in styles of play.
Mm-hmm.
But both of them knew what the other one brings to the table, and that's why this game is so close, because they're both playing well and they're doing what they do best. And that's why we've got such a good ball game. Only 3 starters made a scoring call for St. Joseph Arthur Middle School, and they were led in scoring by Moo Parker, a 6th grader who has hit 4 3-pointers in that first half for a total of 12 points.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And his teammate Stacy Sorrell has 7. He has a 3-pointer himself, so they've got 5 as a team. And Logan Chalmers has a free throw and a field goal for 3 points for a total of 19. St. Joseph committed 4 fouls, and as a team they made 1 out of 1 from the free throw line. For the Nashville Junior Hornets, they were led in scoring by Brenton Boltman, who has 5 points. Tyson Bierman has 4. A field goal for Brantley Kazuzak. Cole Stigman has 4. And Grady Verrill has 4. So all 5 starters have scored for Nashville for a total of 19 points. They committed only 5 fouls themselves, and they did not go to the free throw line to shoot a free throw.
We mentioned, Ron, before at the beginning of the game at the broadcast, we mentioned that in their first 2 wins down here, Joseph Arthur had both their games in the 60s, whereas Nashville in their 2 wins had both their games in the 30s.
Right.
Based upon this halftime score of 22-19, looks like we might be somewhere in between in the 40s.
Yeah,
and if you're Nashville, you're probably all right with that.
Yes, and at the junior high level, at the high school level, you're not going to see any Nashville high school games either that are like 80-something to 70-something. It's just not going to happen.
No, you're not. You're not.
Let me mention. Go back to the fouls here.
Sure.
Not many fouls called, but each team does have a player with 2 fouls. That would be Josiah Arnold for St. Joseph Arthur Middle School, and Brantley Kazuzak. He spent some time on the bench there with 2 fouls, and as Dax Ordenius came in and gave him a breather. Mm-hmm. I look for Kazuzak to start the second half, though, with only 2 fouls. I look for Arnold, too, as well.
Yeah.
I think you'll see all the starters back out there to start the second half.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's been a fairly clean game. I mean, there's been a few turnovers by each team, but and that's because sometimes they got going kind of fast.
Yeah, a lot of them were early, adrenaline, and everything, getting used to the noise in here.
Nashville's had a few shots that have gone in and out, that's for sure.
Yep.
But boy, those long threes by
Moo Parker
have kind of been the difference in the game right now.
It seems like he just keeps backing up. The first one, was like, 20 feet. The next one was 21, and the third one was 22.
Yeah, right. So if you're Coach Timmerman, I'm sure that's one of the things you're talking about in the locker room is how do you defend him on those threes in the second half. You definitely got to get up on him faster.
Yeah, and you might try putting somebody with a little more height on him. They tried that. They put Grady Verrill on him.
Yeah.
But
I think that was just a trip or 2 down the floor.
Yeah.
So they may look at something a little bit different. But other than that, I mean, Nashville's holding their own on the boards and that sort of thing. And
you can't just if you get up on him, he'll probably drive around you and take it to the rack, or maybe draw the defense and dish it off to somebody for an easy basket.
Right. Right, and they did that a couple times. They drove the paint, and then they dished it to a guy coming in from the baseline and got a layup. So yeah, Joseph Arthur, they can move the ball pretty well. That's a good basketball team. You can understand why they're 27-2 and why they've beaten some of the teams that they've beaten this year. I mean, that's a quality basketball team. There's no question about that. Coach Norvell and Coach Parker do a good job over there. Tomorrow, we will be back here at Rend Lake College for the championship of Class S.
Yeah.
And that should be a good one. It's going to be the Central City Cityans.
Who was in that game last year.
Yeah.
And got beat by Woodlawn.
Got beat by Woodlawn, so they're returning for a chance to try to finish the deal and win it this year. They'll be taking on Our Lady of Mount Carmel, otherwise known as OLMC of Heron. And that should be an interesting matchup tomorrow.
So both those teams, I think, Randy, only have one loss.
I think you're right. And they'll play tomorrow at approximately 4 o'clock. But I'm going to tell you right now, things are going to be running late because they're starting Class L in the morning. And that starts at like 9 or 9:30, and they're going to play 4 of those games. Then the third place game of Class S, then the championship game. So the likelihood of us starting that broadcast at 4 o'clock is probably minute.
Those Class S teams, both of them, their one loss was to a Class L team.
They're right. So neither one of those teams has lost to a Class S team.
Right.
So if you're interested in the Class S tournament, get on down here and watch it tomorrow. You can see some good Class L games here tomorrow, too. Come on down. Great atmosphere, as you can tell. And then if you can't make it down for the Class S championship game at 4 o'clock, or sometime between 4 and 5, Ron and I will bring it to you here on AreaSports.net. We want to take this opportunity to certainly thank Executive Director Greg Hale and the Southern Illinois Junior High School Athletic Association for giving us permission to bring you some of the games and some of the action down here this year. So if you know Greg and you talk to him, you see him, give him a big thank you and tell him that you appreciate the fact that that we were permitted to come in here and do some of the games this year. So it's
a lot of people do know Greg. He's been at Pinckneyville for a long time.
Oh yeah,
long-time softball coach down there.
Been the executive director of the state association for a long time.
Put that Pinckneyville girls softball team on the map.
Yeah. And I think he's got about another year and a half here with the association, and then they'll be looking for a new director. So, but he's done a good job, a real good job. Start the second half. Here's a shot up, no good by Clark Dillon, or Dylan Clark, I should say, starts the second half.
Yeah, so much for what I said about the starters.
Yeah, a little size there for the Tigers. Shot was missed, and Stigman's got it in the front court for Nashville. Here comes a trap, and they take it away from him. Mumu's got it. He takes it down, lays it up. No, missed it. Rebound's grabbed out of there by Kazuzak for Nashville.
Actually, Randy, there's another player out there that didn't start.
So 2 fresh bodies who didn't appear at all in the first half.
And then they got that 6th grader out there, Mumu.
Yeah. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Nashville ball. Well, actually, that was a foul on Chalmers, his second. And that's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Sorrell. It'll stay Nashville basketball. We've got a lot of people on watching. I can see that we're getting a little bit of a streaming backlog here. So, again, I will remind you there are 2 ways to watch this broadcast. So if one is breaking up on you or whatever, you can try the other one. So you can watch on the website or on our YouTube page.
There's a 3 by Mumu.
And another one. Mumu for 3.
That was a step back 3.
He's uncanny.
What is he, Randy? About 4 foot 8 inches tall, 4'10"?
He's not very tall, that's for sure.
He's got no range. He just keeps backing up on those 3-pointers.
Cole Stigman in the front court for Nashville.
I mean, he's got 15 points on 5 3-pointers.
Over it comes to Kazuzak. Kazuzak leaves it for Verrill. Verrill's double teamed, and there's a foul. Reach-in foul there on Taraji Fair. 5:07 to play here in the third quarter. again, it looks like that between YouTube and the website, we've got a couple thousand people on watching. So again, if you get some buffering or something like that, you might try switching to the other one. We got 2 ways for you to watch it. Here's a drive inside by Stigman. It won't go, and here's a pass down to Mumu. He'll lay it in. Big transition bucket that time for the Tigers. They got it down there in a hurry.
Yeah, this might be the biggest lead of the game.
It is. It is the biggest lead of the game, and Nashville needs some points.
Yeah, the Junior Hornets need to score this time down.
They need to stop the run here. And they lost it out of bounds. Our view of that sideline was blocked a little bit by the Nashville students, but he lost it out of bounds on the sideline, and it will be Tigers basketball. In the front court they come with Logan Chalmers. Chalmers puts up a shot, it's short. Rebound grabbed out there by Grady Verrill. Verrill has a double team, comes back out to Kazuzak. He misses the shot. There's a rebound by Sorrell. Sorrell will get it up quickly to Taraji Fair. He misses it. Nashville with a rebound. Stigman has it. He'll bring it up. And timeout is called by Coach Timmerman as he realizes they're struggling a little bit with the pressure right now, so he calls timeout to try to calm them down a little bit.
Yeah, Nashville's yet to score in this third quarter.
No, they have not. That's a good timeout. We'll take 1-2 and step aside. Be right back.
MRM Farms is a 4th-generation cattle farm that grows corn, soybeans, wheat, and hay. A portion of their crop is used to produce premium beef for the consumer. The cattle at MRM are fed with great pride and precision each day, using superior grain and forages, creating the most tender, juicy prime cuts of meat that you'll find anywhere. You can purchase MRM custom beef shares by the 1/8, quarter, half, or whole. Learn more on their website at mrmbeef.com.
All right, back here at Rend Lake College, Randy Olson with Ron Stannard. Again, different ways for you to watch the broadcast. So if it's buffering or freezing on one, because there's so many people on trying to watch this, it's like a funnel, and everybody's trying to hit the funnel at once, and not everybody can get down the funnel. Again, if it's buffering or freezing for you on YouTube, try it on our website, AreaSports.net on our website, or vice versa. If you're having a problem on the website, try the YouTube, okay? That's why we do 2 different ways to watch it, so we have situations like this with big audiences. All right, Boltman with it. Boltman working against Taraji Fair, looking for a good shot. He'll bring it back out. Hornets are being patient. Over to Bierman now. Bierman, oh, there's a nice give for Kazuzak, but he lost it, and it's picked up by Mumu. Tigers get it ahead. Down underneath, shot is up, it rolls off. The foul is back up and in by Sorrell. And it's a 7-0 start to the second half here for the Tigers. A 7-0 run.
We got the foul on Dylan Clark, I believe.
It was a 3-point game at halftime, and now it's ballooned to 10. Nashville needs some points.
Yeah, 7-0 run.
Yeah. Boltman will trigger it in, and that's an offensive foul. Offensive foul on the Hornets, and looks like Redinius is going to check back in the game for Nashville. He is going to replace Grady Verrill. A foul was on Verrill. It was his first.
Yeah, Nashville needs to stop right here.
Sorrell brings it across. Gets it to Chalmers. Chalmers over to Mumu. Mumu's guarded this time by Stigman. Back out to Chalmers. Inside the paint it goes to Fair. Over on the left wing, here's a long one. It's good. 3-point bomb, and that was Sorrell that time, I guess, huh?
Yeah, he's got 2 threes.
He was hidden behind the kids down there. I just saw this ball come out of the crowd. And it was Sorrell. And that's what, 7 3-pointers in the game, I think, for Jams. Here's Rodinius. Gets it over to Bierman. He'll let it fly, and he answers.
They needed that.
And Nashville with their first bucket of the second half. Comes with a minute 57 left here in the third quarter.
That is 7 3-pointers, Randy. 5 of them for Moo Parker and 2 for Stacy Sorrell.
Yeah.
That's 21 points right there.
Yeah, 7 3-pointers in less than 3 quarters.
Yeah. Strictly from the 3-point line, O'Fallon's outscored of 21-6.
Here's the inbound to Rodinius.
They need another score here, too.
Boltman will bring it up. Boltman over to Stigman. Stigman gets it over to Kazuzak, and he'll lay it in. Kazuzak found himself wide open that time. A little defensive mix-up that time, I think, by the Tigers.
A little mini 5-0 run there by Nashville.
Yes, got it back to an 8-point game. Minute 21 left. Inside the paint, it comes to Taraji Fair. He'll bring it back out to Chalmers.
They need another stop and another bucket.
Mumu standing on the volleyball line. He wouldn't shoot it from out there.
He might. He looked.
He's thinking about
he
it.
looked.
He goes to Sorrell, now down in the corner. And that's off the mark. Rebound, Boltman. 56 seconds left in the quarter. Boltman with a crossover dribble against Fair. Brings it up. Over to Kazuzak. Here's a drive. Off the window.
Nice.
Stigman. Cole Stigman with a nice baseline move off the glass.
A 7-0 run by Nashville.
Down to a 6-point game. 35 seconds left. The Tigers have led at each quarter
There
stop.
He goes.
Mumu for 3. He missed one. And then we got a foul. Going to go against Nashville.
I didn't see who that was on. Here we go.
Well, Mumu hit the dirt, or hit the floor.
Rodinius.
So I'd say Rodinius
Rodinius
was trying to box him out, and he hit the floor. Mumu for 3. Got it.
Unbelievable.
I've never seen a 6th grader like that.
No. With that high arching shot, and he don't need much room to get it off.
He's only missed one. Here's Bierman inside the paint. Lost the handle. Comes back out to Bierman. He'll let it fly. No. 1 second left. That's it. After 3 quarters of play, Joseph Arthur Middle School with a 9-point lead over Nashville. And we'll be back with 4th quarter action in this championship game in just a moment.
The Flooring Company in Nashville can give any room in your home a totally new look. They specialize in many different floor coverings, including carpet, wood, ceramic, luxury vinyl planks, and hardwoods. You can reach them by phone at 327-8801 in Nashville. The Flooring Company is a big supporter of the Nashville Junior Hornets.
All right, we are back. Again, we will have presentations of the individual medallions and the trophies at the conclusion of this contest. So you'll definitely want to stick around for that. We will be here for all of it. All right, somebody send me a message and tell me if it's unfrozen now on YouTube. All right, send me a message and let me know. And let me know if it's still looking okay on the website. I know we had a backlog of a bunch of bandwidth there for a while with so many people trying to watch it. So it looks like it's back to normal on my end. I just want to see if it's okay on your end.
Nashville's going to get the ball ready to start this 4th quarter. They need to score.
They would be well served if they could, for
They
sure.
need to score here.
Boltman will bring it across. Guarded by Chalmers.
The St. Joseph team has brought relentless pressure from the get-go.
Yes, they have. And I think they've stepped it up quite a bit in the second half. And that's a steal. That's thrown ahead to Mumu, and he scores. Mumu Parker with the deuce.
22 points.
And he's a 6th grader. Almost a steal as it comes across to Verrill, and there's a foul. Coach Timmerman pleading his case over there, trying to get some more fouls. It's gotten a little physical here in the second half for sure, as Stigman will trigger it in. Out to Bierman. Flora has beaten El Dorado tonight in boys high school basketball action, 65-38. You'll be able to see all the final scores a little bit later on tonight on our Facebook page, AreaSports.net on Facebook, and a link to it from our website as well. Over in the corner it goes to Stigman. Down on the block, the turnaround is no good by Grady Verrill, but he drew the foul and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. 5:57 left on the clock.
He's on Dylan Clark.
That is 2 fouls on Dylan Clark, and the free throw is good by Verrill. Gets it back to a 10-point game. Love to get it back down in single digits, and he does. Tigers bring it back up. Will they continue to attack the basket, or will they start trying to take some air out of the ball? Let's see.
My guess is they attack the basket.
Yep, and there's a steal. It's picked off by Boltman. Hornets can inch closer if they can convert here. Boltman down the lane, little runner. Oh, that one lipped out.
That was a good look.
He was almost more open than what he thought he was.
Mumu. Yep.
Another 3 for Mumu.
That's money.
Folks, you're seeing what I'm seeing, and it's uncanny.
7 3-pointers.
By a 6th grader.
7 3-pointers.
Out of 8. He's only missed 1. Down on the block to Kazuzak. He's turned around. Rolls off. Nashville's had so many shots like that in this game that have been in and out or rolled off. Back in the corner. Down to Taraji Fair. Nope, that is knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with the Tigers. I mentioned the Tigers actually beat Casey Junior Rams of Mount Vernon this year, but Casey was without one of their main players in that one. Here's the inbound, and the shot is up and missed by Sorrell. Rebound by the Hornets. Boltman wings it across. Picked up out there by Arnold. We're down to 4:39 left to play. Down on the block. Here's the turnaround by Varro. It's good. Nice post move by Grady.
Yeah, Varro's got all their points here in the fourth quarter.
Cut it back to 10. 4:24 left to play. Mumu gets it in the lane. There's a shot up and in by Josiah Arnold, and a foul's gone.
That's Arnold's first point.
Yeah, he's not scored a lot, as you said, but he's been a factor out there as far as the rebounds and also in terms of making you think about the shots because he's got good size. He makes that, completes the three-point play.
The old-fashioned three-point play.
And the inbound. They say it's last touch by Nashville. They'll give it to the Tigers. 4:14 left. Chalmers out front. Here's a shot by Arnold from the elbow. Nope. Rebound by Grady Verrill. And it's loose on the floor. It's taken away by the Tigers. They throw it up to Mumu. And Mumu finishes the job. Verrill gets fouled right at midcourt. That foul's going to go against Sorrell. All the brackets came out for boys Class 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A at high school today. You can see those on our Facebook page, AreaSports.net on Facebook. Nashville will play Breeze Mater Dei in the first round of the regional at the high school level. Here's Boltman with it. Out to Stigman. Back to Boltman. Boy, they got Kazuzak posted up. Now he gets it, and he's fouled. Yeah, Kazuzak was open for quite a bit, and they didn't get him the ball, but once they did, he gets hacked. It's a non-shooting foul to be out of bounds. 3:19 left. As the pass comes in, and it rolls around, it's loose. And they're going to call jump ball, and that's going to give the ball to the Tigers. So Jams will have it with 3:15 left. Chalmers will bring it up against Bierman. Chalmers takes it all the way in, and he's fouled. Let's see which Hornet they give it to.
I think Bierman. I'm not sure. Yep.
That'll be 2 on Tyson, and Logan Chalmers will be at the line for Joseph Arthur Tigers. He sinks it. Well, last year, Nashville beat the Tigers in the championship game by 15 or 16, and that's where we're at right now in a reverse roll this year.
18, I think, is where I read somewhere. And we're at 16, so.
Missed the second one. Pass ahead to Verrill. Verrill will take it in and score. 2:57 left.
Verrill with all the Hornets points here in the fourth quarter.
Chalmers in the front court for the Tigers. Picked up by Bierman. He's trying to foul, and he does. Because they've got fouls to give. That's what he was trying to do there. So that's 3 team fouls.
Yeah, and 3 fouls on Bierman.
So if you're going to send Joseph Arthur to the line, you got to foul 2 more times. And the inbound comes to Chalmers. Bierman's on him, and I think Bierman tried to foul him again, and he did. Nope, they didn't call a foul. Here comes a trap. Now they get it over to Mumu. Back to Chalmers. 2:19 left. Bierman's on him. There's a foul. That's team foul number 4.
Yeah, and 4 on Bierman.
And 1 more, and they'll be at the line. And Bierman needs to be mindful that he doesn't want to commit this next foul. That'll be 5 for him. 2:15 left. Nashville needs the basketball. And this time, coming up to commit the foul is Brenton Boltman. And that's team foul number 5. And that'll send Logan Chalmers to the line. Tell us what he's done there tonight at the line, Ron.
2 for 4.
2 for 4, all right.
Yep.
Foul on Boltman was his second. 2:12 left. Third place game tonight was won by Aveston over Gallatin County, 42-32.
Chalmers is the southpaw.
Yeah.
I love to watch left-handers shoot the basketball. This looks different, doesn't it?
Well, it is different for sure. Missed them both. He might be the right guy to foul. Let's see if Nashville convert quickly. 8 points in a hurry. Boltman.
As a kid, I used to like to watch Gail Goodrich play for the Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
Great left-handed shooter.
Stigman had it in the corner. He's double teamed. Now he gets it out here to Boltman. And it's stolen away. Stolen away by Chalmers. Chalmers gets it ahead. And the layup is missed in there by Taraji Fair. Ball still loose. Picked up by Bierman. He'll throw it ahead to Kazuzak. Kazuzak takes it in. Misses the shot. No foul called as it's thrown to the other end to Sorrell, and he'll lay it in.
It's a track meet right now.
Yeah, it is. And that's thrown away by the Hornets. Timeout Nashville. And Coach Timmerman's going to wave the white flag and bring a whole new 5 in. We will try to identify all these junior Hornets for you who are going to see action on the big floor here at the state tournament in the championship game. They would rather be doing it in a winning effort, but instead they're doing it in a losing effort tonight. But still a great experience for these young players.
Yeah, I won't be surprised at all to see both these teams back down here next year.
Again, over a 4-year span, Nashville has been 91-6. That's simply incredible.
And won 57 games in a row.
Yeah, at one point they were 57-0.
That's like UCLA territory.
Yeah. All right, in the game is Cash Hart, number 22. He's a 7th grader.
Lawrenceville Indian territory.
Witten Pisecki, a 7th grader, wears number 23. He's in the game. Chase Hunter, a 7th grader, wears number 2 in there for Nashville. Number 5 is Edward Hagney. He is an 8th grader. And who am I missing? Number 12, Graydon Kottmeyer. He's a 7th grader. We're all in the game here for Nashville as Moo is dribbling it out front. He's picked up out there by Chase Hunter. And looks like the Tigers are going to come with 3 new players. Checking in the game for Joseph Arthur Tigers will be Darren Hall, 25. Jackson Edwards, number 4. Damon Willingham, number 3. He's got the basketball right now. And let's see, did I miss anybody? I think there's one more out there. I think that's Jeremy Brooker, number 31, is also in the game for Jams. He's an 8th grader. And that's a traveling violation. It'll be Nashville ball with 49 seconds left. Again, stay with us. After the game, we will have the trophy presentation and the medallions. As Chase Hunter brings it up for the Hornets. Gets it over there to Conley Cruiser, who's in the game. And that's a long shot knocked down by Chase Hunter.
He's fired up.
He is fired up. Hunter's a 7th grader for the Junior Hornets. 27 seconds left. And here's Damon Willingham. Goes inside, and that's taken out of there by Riker Flack, number 52.
He may get another one.
Nashville. He'll put it up.
Boom, no.
Long shot is no good by Hunter. And ball goes out of bounds with 7 seconds left. Julian Hoyle, number 15, in the game for Jams. Edwards has it. This shot's no good. That's the ball game. Our final score. Joseph Arthur Tigers of O'Fallon have won their first Class M title as they defeat the defending champion Nashville Junior Hornets 48-35. Ron is working on our post-game stats, and we'll share those with you here in just a moment. Stay with us. We're going to be showing you the Presentation of the medallions as well as the team trophies. All that coming up here on AreaSports.net. We understand that we might have lost our YouTube feed as so many people were crashing the site, but we're with you still on here on the website. And if indeed that did crash on the YouTube site, we can probably upload the file from the website to YouTube later on, and that way you'll still have the full file there. All right, individual medallions being presented right now to the Nashville Hornets. Junior Hornets will wrap up the season with a record of 26-3. A lot of noise in here, so it's hard to hear the public address announcer. Bierman and Kosuzak getting their individual medallions. Edward Hagney. Dax Radinius. Cole Stigman. Brenton Boltman. And Grady Vale. I know they're disappointed now, but they certainly have a lot to be proud of in the season that they had. And now we'll follow along as Joseph Arthur Tigers present their individual medallions to their team, again coached by Coach Norval and Parker. Spoke with those gentlemen a little bit before the game. Comes Mumu. Taraji Fair. He only played the second half, but he was a factor out there. Julian Hoyle. Josiah Arnold. Braden Norris. Darren Hall, Jeremy Booker, Dylan Clark, Levi Wilson, and the Nashville Hornets come and get their second place trophy. And the Tigers are ecstatic at winning their first Class M state championship. Ron, you got some post-game stats for us to share as they line everybody up for pictures and stuff here.
Okay, I do, Randy.
Go ahead.
All right, for the Nashville Hornets, Junior Hornets, they had 6 players that made the scoring column. One double-figure scorer tonight in Grady Verrill with 10. Tyson Bierman had 7. Cole Stigman had 6. Brenton Boltman had 5. Brantley Kazuzak had 4. And Jace Hunter had 3. So balanced scoring there by the Hornets. They committed 13 fouls in this contest, and they were 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. For the St. Joseph Archer Middle School Tigers, they were led in scoring by 6th grader Almeric Parker, known as Moo Parker, 27 points. 21 of those which came on 7 3-point field goals. They only had 4 players make the scoring column. Moo was joined in scoring by Stacy Sorrell, who had 14. Logan Chalmers had 4, and Josiah Arnold had 3 for a total of 48. St. Joseph was whistled for 11 fouls in this contest, and they made 3 out of 6 from the free throw line. And so after finishing in second place last year to Nashville, the tables were turned here tonight, and St. Joe wins it.
Yeah, it was a good effort by the Tigers for sure. Again, we talked about how their previous games down here were in the 60s, and Nashville's previous games were in the 30s. Well, we ended up with a game that was, roughly in the 40s here. Yeah. So
it'd be interesting to see if Moo played in that game last year as a 5th grader. I have no idea, but
yeah, I don't know either.
Man, he was by far the difference in the ball game.
But he's going to be around a couple more years. So, what do you end up 7 out of 8 from behind the arc? How many high school players are 7 out of 8 behind the arc? In all seriousness.